Hello, I'm Helen from Journal with Purpose and welcome to my latest video here on the Cult Pens YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a bit of New Year journaling and I'm going to be using my Flex book for this. A few weeks ago I shared a video again here on Cult Pens which was about my review of 2022, and now I want to do some pages to set me up ready for the new year. So I'm going to work on a double page spread for this, and the first thing I like to do when I'm thinking about my plans for the new year is to set a word for the year. And I'm going to start off by doing a bit of collaging on this page, and I'm going to add my word for the year on top. For collaging, I'm always on the lookout for different pieces of patterned paper, old book pages, even things like brown paper bags, gift bags are really handy for this. And I love adding collages. I find them really relaxing to do, and it's a lovely way for me to sit, quiet my mind for a bit and start thinking about my intentions for the new year. So I'm just going to start really tearing some of these papers and then I'll be gluing them onto my page. So I've now got all my background pieces down on my page. I tend to always tear my papers because I love those rough edges. And I now want to add my word for the year on there. I've just got this little paper pad here, but anything would be fine for this. And I've picked my word for the year as being bold for 2023, and I'm going to use a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to letter this onto this piece of paper. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. Then glue this onto my page as well. And on the other page, I'm going to start thinking about what that word means to me and how I want to use it to shape what I'm doing next year. And now I've got those main elements on that page, I'm also going to add a little bit of extra decoration. And so the decoration on the pages certainly isn't essential, but for me it's one of the parts of journaling. It really adds something for me because it's just that quiet time of playing, and also if I like the look of my pages, I'm far more likely to come back and read them at a later date rather than forgetting that they're there. So I found this little sticker that's got 23 on it. I think I'm going to add some little bits of washi tape as well, and this is the Colebrook washi tape. And then finally for this page, because I've got two quite blank pieces of paper there, I just want to add a little bit of stamping on top of them. So I've got this rubber stamp here that's got text on it. I'm not worried about being able to read it. In fact, I think it might be in French. So I'm going to just dab my stamp down a little bit, just to add a bit of extra interest. And I'm now really pleased with how that page is looking, and I've got my word for the year there ready to hopefully remind me throughout the year. And I want space to add quite a lot of writing on this page, but I'm not fond of having one whole page to write on. So I'm going to add, I think, a little bit of stamping onto this other page. I really like the look of stamping, and it just helps to break up that writing space, so I find it a lot less intimidating. That already feels more inviting to me. And the next thing I want to do is, in the middle of my page, is just write down a little bit about the word bold. And I just looked it up in the dictionary to make sure that it was definitely the things I was hoping for next year. So I'm just going to add a few of these in the centre of my page. So those are the parts that I took from the dictionary definition, which were most important to me. So that's taking risks and being confident and courageous in the decisions that I make. And just out of interest, last year I picked the word refine because I felt I was working on so many different things and focusing on so many different things. I really wanted to refine my procedures and where my focus was, and I found it really helpful just having that one word in mind. So I'm hoping that next year, when I'm thinking about the things that I want to do, I'm going to keep bold in mind so that I don't shy away from things that I think could actually be quite useful for me or quite fun, adventurous, things like that. So I'm now going to just take a few moments to write down the way that I'm hoping to use this word to help me next year. And I'm using a TWSBI 580 AL fountain pen for this. So that is my journal pages all complete. I've thought about the times this year perhaps where I haven't been as bold as I would have liked to have been, and the ways in which I think that's held me back. And Also written about the kind of mindset that I need to get myself into if I'm really going to make some courageous decisions and take big, bold actions next year. So I really hope that you found that helpful and that you'll perhaps spend a little bit of time thinking about what your word for the year is going to be and create some journal pages all about it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'm sure I'll be back with another video on the Cult Pens channel very soon.